All right. I had my apple and my banana. There's my banana core. My banana core. My apple core and banana. And I'm going to work some more on this. And I thought I'd turn the camera on. And I had an idea about how to get more space in this living area. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy out that floor and this stair. Copy. And we'll just put it over here at like 100 feet out of the way. And that way I'll know how far to move it back. Let's see, did we get everything? Yeah. Because what I want to do is look at pushing this back as far as we can, maybe to the edge of to the edge of the kitchen. I don't think we need all this space up there, and I wanted to show an option where, let's see, what am I doing? I do need to keep some of this and you'll see what I'm doing in a second. I think you will. I need to get rid of some of this wall because of the fact that we're going to be bumping into the kitchen area, and I don't want to take up any room in there, but I want to show this option. That's not perfect, but that'll give him the idea. Give him and Pam. I don't mean to forget about Pam. And that might even go on down further. Good Lord, I keep getting stuck in the wall. So am I still editing that? Yeah. So this might even go down to there even. Yeah. Or something like that. And then, or, it might even go all the way down. Why stop there, right? When you're ahead, let's go for it. And then what would happen is this would get bumped back. Let's make all this a group. And we're going to go back to there first. So what I'm trying to do is create a bigger living area here. So you see, you really want about 15 or 16 feet square, at least. That stair was taking up too much room in the living area. And I feel like the stair needs to be, I put 12 feet coming out from here to kind of show my bedroom area. I still think there's going to be enough area that he wants. He wanted he wanted a bedroom and a 12 by 12 room for a work area, and then a full bath. That's my notes. And there's my connector. I also realized that my TGIs, who's calling now? Warranty services. Hello.
Hey, this is Aaron at First Horizon Bank. How are you doing today?
Oh, good.
Good. Is this William?
Yeah, is Paco there to cash his check? Francisco. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
His name.
That's okay. Can you go ahead and verify that amount for me?
There was 4,500.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
I was
so
going to
much.
say I had the reason I hesitated is because I had to write him 2 checks, and one of them was 4,500.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, William. You have a good day. Okay.
All right. Thanks. Yeah, he's a good guy. Thank you.
Gotcha.
All right,
Awesome. Thank you.
yeah. Today's Friday, and so sorry about that. But I didn't want Paco to be without his money because he's my buddy. I've known Paco for 15 years, really like 17. And today I had to pay him for the framing of the house in Dunlap, or it was a partial payment. Go back. I'm trying to get down. Good Lord, I'm trying to get to where I can reference that point right there. And the bank always calls me when my subcontractors want to go cash a check, and which is fine for me. I'm happy to do it. But see, I was close. I guess I thought that was 6 feet, and I pushed that back. I pushed this back 6 feet, and it looks like I was close. Oops. Let me get down here where I can see. Oh, it was even further. Okay, good. Right there. So that added, I took out 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 steps from the original position. You can see there's my 2-dimensional plan that I had drawn at first. And so now your living area is going to be more like, 15 and a half feet by, I believe it was about the same this way. I don't know what that little that line is right there. It looks like I've got a wall. Yeah, almost 16 feet. So that's good. That's better. And I'm going to try to see if he can do without that extra room, because if he can, then I'll give him more room in the living area. So that means this would come over. And I'm still not sure about this. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. That this would come over. Although you could, it depends. There's lots of options. I was going to say you could leave part of that open if you wanted to. Well, I want to have that wall there because I like having you're supposed to have a wall-mounted rail. The way I do these half walls to save money is you can use them, but you can't count them as a handrail. They're they're a guardrail. So that means you have to mount a wall-mounted handrail, which is a lot cheaper than putting balusters and newel posts and all. I mean, one of the things I did when I was younger was specialize in stairs. Like, people would hire me to do nothing but come in and do stairs. I did these really fancy, all these kind of balusters and newel posts, and I even handmade the newel post and things. So I know how expensive the handrail systems can be. So when I started looking at affordable ways to do these things, just framing up a wall and drywalling it, boom, and then you got your wall-mounted rail over here, which you could do for a couple $100 or less. Let's see if I got anybody watching. It's not private, is it? Well, that's okay, because I gotta work. But if you leave a comment, I will answer. So then, and this is where my sin of getting into too much detail earlier starts to haunt me, because now I got to fix all these little things that I created. because I was wanting to jump right into the detail, and that's kind of a habit you have to kind of try to force yourself out of until you're past that schematic point. You need to stay as schematic as possible. And so you can see now, because I tried to get into some detail, now I'm having to go back, and that line's supposed to be deleted a while back. So I'm just going to leave that like that. Now what I got to do is work out. The other thing I like about this too is that when you come in the door, it's right here. Let me just go ahead and put the door in. I know that the door is between here and here is 6 feet. Should be. Oh, that's 6. Oh, wait. It would be 3 feet from here. 36, and it would be 18. And 18. Am I editing? Ah. We'll just poke us a hole in the wall right there, and that way I can show what I was trying to get across was that when you walk in the door, you would be walking into the, you would be looking up already to the open part like that, instead of having that over your head when you walked in. It'd be kind of cool, I think. So, and if there's enough room up here, we don't have to worry about enough space anyway. So now what I need to do is draw myself a wall that's going to be the knee wall, and that will be 4.5 by, let's start out with 12 feet, and then we'll make it 4 feet tall. 48. That's not right. 48. What is going on? Is that 48 inches tall? Am I going crazy? No. What is going on? 4.8. Enter. That is bizarre. Put that in group. And why did that do that? Am I going crazy? Is something wrong with my computer? That's weird. It is acting weird. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to move this over till it hits that point right there. But one thing that occurred to me while I was eating my banana was I can raise this roof line up because I don't have these. If I'm going to use TGIs, I don't have to have a bird's mouth. I really don't want a bird's mouth. So what I was going to do is copy one of these over and go ahead, because I know for a fact we're going to have to use these TGIs or wood eye joists, because let's draw us a floor. I'm going to trick this. Let's see, floor truss, TJI, that a baby. I can't see. Yeah, rectangle. Okay, we're gonna make it long and then make it right there. Which way is that going? Inboard, yes, okay. For some reason I'm having a hard time seeing today. Let's see, I'm going to say no on the advanced. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to steal, there we go. I'm trying to steal one of these wood-eye joists out of here. Thankfully, Nathan has graciously put them in his, let's see, I need to cut that out, don't I? There we go. Now I can just delete this. And that'll save me from having to draw this thing. That should be 11 7/8. Did I make it? Ah, dang it. But thankfully I can edit this and I can make it 230, 11, there we go. He's even got the series in there. Good Lord, thank you. On these TJIs, you can buy different series, and this should be like 2 1/4 wide. 2 5/16. So he's going through the trouble. Nathan Wilkerson, I know him pretty well. He makes this extension, and this will be what I'll be making the floor out of. And it is a huge help. I'm going to delete that now, and then I'm going to paste that. Now, this is going to be like magic because I made these components, you're going to magically see all the other let's see, where do I want this to be? For now, yeah, that's good. I'm going to fix this tail, but what I want to do is, let's see, I want to make myself a little thing, bear with me. I need to make myself a little surface to trim this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and trim this for the, let's see, what is that? Let's see, would that be 7/8? Yes, 7/8. I'm going to go ahead and trim it for the ridge. So this is what's kind of cool. The other tool that Nathan has are these trim tools and extender tools where you can pick a face of that group, and then I can just select the end and it'll trim it back to that point. That's huge. And like, so since if I had like 20 of those to trim, it'd be really quick. And so now what I can do is grab that. Let's see. I need to be able to grab the, there we go. I can cut this. I can edit my rafter and paste that back in place. And then I can delete the schematic looking part of it, which I thought it was going to be easier. I forgot I should have made it a group by itself, but I'll be able to do this quickly. There should be another line over here somewhere. I'm going to see if there is. And magically, all of these others should be fixed. Yeah, see? That's the nice thing about components, is that I just copied one out and edited it so I wouldn't have to deal with it over here against these others. But see, now they're all wood eye joists. It's a miracle, and I can just delete that one. Let's see, I don't want to delete that one. Yeah, I do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to raise these up, because I realized what I want to do is use this connector right here. This is a Simpson connector made for, and I guess I'm going to have to draw it because well, you know what I could do is just for now, I could copy that stuff. I just wanted to show you how it works. You probably already know by looking at it, but let me get, oh boy, I gotta get rid of all that stuff. Oh, good Lord. Why do they do this? Why don't they should have joined all these little lines together. Simpson's paying some high school guy to do these CAD drawings. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, Simpson. I shouldn't complain. You are providing the drawings for free. But they didn't have a 3D drawing of this connector. I guess they can't make 3D drawings of all their connectors. All they had was a good Lord, come on now, delete. There we go. Now, that's funny, I'm just going to leave the nails. Let's see, let's get rid of that and that. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I thought that was going to be... Alright, so now I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to put it up here. I'll show you how these work. Oh, you probably figured it out already, but I'm gonna show you anyway. Now what I need to do is raise up my whole roof, which is really, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to know where I know you're thinking, what's all this about? I need to know how far back I can push this 4-foot wall. And so what I want to do is raise this roof up to where it's sitting on this plate. See, it's going to give me a pretty decent amount of room. And I've got to get my axis locked. Let's see, how can I do this? I think what I need to do is just put myself on a reference line right there. And then move it. There we go. That was smart, Tony. Oh, that's smart. And then you see that how much more room that gave me. Now I can move this wall over more this way. See, and that's not exact, but you can see how much. What was that? 4 inches. And then what happens is, this little jewel, let's make ourselves a little thing. Oh, I can do it right here. I need to make this a group. I'm gonna eventually make this into a 3D thing. But for now, I'm just gonna put it on here and show you. It'll kind of go like that, except that's kind of weird because I know these work because I've used them before, but it's not exactly right. But I'm just going to put it on there just for the fun of it for right now to remind me. So I'm going to paste it in place, and that way they'll all have them. Well, okay. Anyway, what they do is they, what is that, Simpson, here we go, TGI connector, and if I go to images, I think I said Rafter Connector, so I didn't have to spend a lot of time. Oh, here it is right here. It's this thing, and you can see here's a good image. It sits on it. Here's a real picture. Thank you. It sits on the plate, and that way you don't have to worry about the bird's mouth on the wood eye joist, the TGI. You see, because if you notch out that bottom on a steep pitch like this, if you notch out that bottom cord, you have to put stiffeners. So you might say, well, these connectors are expensive. Well, they're not. They're less expensive than, having the labor of cutting a bunch of stiffeners and nail them or gluing them in there or whatever. So it's a much better. But that's a weird drawing. It's kind of out of proportion or something. But it's supposed to be a two-dimensional. Anyway, I'll eventually draw that connector and put them on there. But that'll remind me. And these tails, what'll happen here is we will cut the bottom of it back. Like this, and then I'll detail that later. This will be cut off or whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to mess with it now, but now see I made it look weird. The owner's going to say, what the heck is that? But anyway, I'm going to leave it like that for now, because really all I'm trying to do is get to where this wall goes. But I did want to, well, I guess if I'm going to do this, I might as well put my LVL in the top. That's probably going to take a 16-inch LVL. What is that? Yep. 16 inches. Let's pull it out a little bit. I got my field of view messed up because I can tell when I start zooming in. Oops. Let's go this way. 54 feet. for now, and I'll fix it. Let's see, wait a minute. And then I'll pull this one. So what we do is we let this hang over. And how did that get off center? That's weird. Whoa, holy Toledo. Look at that. I think I made a mistake somewhere. Don't you, Batman? Let's go back to our I could have just, yeah, what happened? Are these not lined up? Oh, that ain't right. You see what happens when you try to get into too much detail? That's what happens. Before you're supposed to get into too much detail, this is what happens. .75 16. That's the way it's supposed to be facing. And see, now I can't zoom in. There we go. That was bizarre. And somehow let's see if we can shoot it off 54 feet now and it'll be right. 54 feet. Looks like it's going to be right now. Yeah, okay. So what I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted was what we do is we let this hang out here to support the barge rafter, sorry. But then we cut it up here where it's out of the way of the soffit. Oh, come on now. What's that all about? Boy. Alright, when this gets like this, I can't push it back. When it gets like this, it just makes me want to take a break from doing whatever I'm doing because that is not acting proper. Let me go out here and start over. Alright, I'm editing the ridge board. I'm double clicking on it. And let's just put a hole in it. See if it'll let me put a hole in it. Alright, thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna have to treat you like that. Not sure why you want to be like that. There was something weird though. Anyway, the point is we notch it, we let it hang out there to support the barge rafter, but we make sure it's out of the way of that little vertices right there. Because the soffit's going to come up and it'll be in the way. This end wants to act right. Got a water bottle in my way. Did I do that right? Now I don't trust it. Let's put it down here and see if it acts funny. Yeah, something's wrong, because that should disappear when I. Yeah, something's weird. If you know anything about SketchUp, you'll know that is. I've got a little corruption going on in my ridge beam. Something's not perfectly coplanar, or it'll show up later on, I'm sure. Again, I just want that to be out of the way. But I ain't gonna mess with it anymore. I just wanted to put my ridge beam in there, because it felt naked without it. Let's see if anybody's got any questions, comments. Hey Daniel, how's it going? So there's all my wood eye joists. Now, what I was trying to do, the reason I was doing that was because I want to turn the roof off now. And I want to be able to see, I need to put this in the roof framing. Although I am tempted to see what's wrong with this thing. Oh, could it be that I accidentally, usually, I mean, it usually is user error, right? It's not. There we go. Now, if I put a hole in it and push it, it should disappear. Yeah, see. But you get kind of disoriented a little bit with the 3D stuff. Sometimes you think you're looking at another surface, like the other side of something, and you're not. And it can get. Let's put this in. Actually, what I want to do is put that in the same group. So what I want to do is take it and cut it. Then I want to double click on this group. And then I want to paste it back in place. That way, that is all in the same group. And when I turn the roof layer off, it'll all go off together. All right, so now I've got this little knee wall. And I'm going to bring it out to here. Let's bring it out to there. And I'll have the same thing on the other side. Let's turn on. Now let's come up with a dimension though that makes sense from the middle. $11'4". Okay. 11'4". And we'll put this one at the right place. I don't want to have it some weird 11'4" and 3/16. It needs to be something. Why is that acting weird? Oh. Wow. I need to make this a now copy it and put it over here. And we will put us a wall in the middle. I guess what I can do here is just grab the middle of that one. So that would give us bedroom widths of a little less. Yeah, 11 feet 1. That's not too bad. That's actually better than I thought it was going to be. And then for the height of the wall, I noticed earlier that this wall is not sitting on that floor. This one. Or is it? Well, I guess it is. I thought it was sitting on top of that plate. It is. It is. I saw it just then. So what I want to do is I want to set a mark on this floor and come up 8 feet 1 1/8. That's how tall 8-foot wall is, and then I'm going to go over there. The reason I'm doing that is because when I pull this up, it's not the same, because I know that this, for some reason, I didn't get this on the floor. It's sitting on top of the plate over there, which is a little higher. So now what I can do is bring this up to that point, and that's my 8-foot ceiling. Now I could have, and I don't need this. This will be back. The reason I would leave that at 8 feet is because what I want to try to do is put an air handler, and we could use 2x8s, so we could have 7.25. And what I'm going to do is draw myself like a ceiling plane. I'm going to get out of that group because I don't want it to be part of that group. I want it to have its own special group. Like that. Because I want to show a little attic up there. But I'm going to turn that off for now. Let's see. What am I going to call that? That would go in the roof. Let's call it attic ceiling, something like that. And we'll put it in there. And we'll turn it off. Now I can concentrate on my floor plan. See, the reason I'm trying to get 2 bedrooms like this on this end wall is because I want to be able to put a window. One thing I need to do right quick is fix this situation where this wall is not, because it's bugging me, because I need to be able to measure off the floor on this wall. So what I need to do is go out here, and that's what it is. It is actually sitting on that plate. So what I need to do is do this. You see, it was annoying because every time I would try to measure off the floor at that juncture, I was not grabbing the right point. And so that's that. Good. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I need to put in 2 windows. So I was going to measure off the floor 6'10" and put like 2 windows 4'6". Let's see, we could probably get by with, that's 52, 4 4 would be, no, yeah, 52. And then let's just make it 2.8. I don't think they have to be that big. 48, can I get it? Eight by 32. I think that'll be fine. And the reason I'm trying to get a visual on kind of where I want them to go. And it may be that I just put them like a foot or like 16 inches off each of these walls or something like that, or come up with some kind of what would that be? I was trying to come up with something that would be logical between them outside. Yeah, like 3 feet. There we go. That's got to be moved over a quarter. Well, I'm not going to get that picky. I'm just going to leave it right there. I'll fix it. If they decide to do that, I'll worry about the dimensions, exact dimensions later when I start to do the plan. Alright, so now we want this bedroom, we want these bedrooms to be at least 12 feet deep. See, this is the group I'm working on, yeah. So I want this, now I can see I can just put my tape in the corner there. That's what I was thinking, I was close to it. And I don't have to worry about that wall being off the floor like it was. And so now I can draw myself a little wall. What I really want is all these walls to be in the same layer, but or in the same group, but again, I can fix that. Now I need to turn on my ceiling for a second. And roof, attic ceiling. Oh, it is. Oh. Turn these other things off. And that will tell me where to trim these walls. I didn't think I was flush. Where is it? I can't see the edge. Right there. I didn't think I was editing that wall. I wasn't. You can tell in SketchUp when your line is on. See how thin it looks now and how thick it looked before. You kind of get used to the way SketchUp acts under certain acts, how it acts. I can't. That's what happens when you try to be funny. You can't say what you wanted to say because you were poking fun of the word. So that's that. Now I can draw in the bedroom doors. Let's turn off that attic again. And what we'll do is we'll put the bedroom doors. Is that 8 feet? Yeah, I've drawn so many 9-foot ceilings, the 8-foot ceilings look short. 32. Oops. 6'10". That ain't right. 6'10". Dang it. Alrighty, what was that about? Okay, now you see, this something is. What, sometimes I feel like I'm living in the Twilight Zone. And I know why I was doing that, because I had my guidelines in the wrong layer, or I had them not in a layer. I had them out of the group, and I was trying to reference them. There we go. Now, see, we've got 2 rooms, and now we need a bathroom. See if anybody's got any. Hello, Vanessa Kitty. Be encouraged. Hi, Tony. Are those I-joists the same ones used in second level floor? Yeah. These are basically 11 and 7/8 LVLs, which will be the same ones I use for the floor. The problem with this house is, it's not a problem, it's just I had to develop a solution for it, was it's in Idaho where they have a 60, possibly, oopsie, what was that about? Delete guides. Y'all are distracting me. Well, did I undo my window too? What in the world? What in the world? What did I do? Why did my window close up? I feel like I probably should have started a new drawing. This drawing is probably maybe corrupt. Let's see, intersect faces with context. Yeah. Why? You see, I just drew that and I just pushed it and pulled it and made a hole. And this stinking thing just wants to be obstinate. It's not, what it is it's not actually on the wall. So I made the mistake of assuming that it was. Now, Jesus, help me. I don't know if y'all paid any attention to this job at all, but this is the one where I started out with a Quonset building. And so I've got so much crap probably in the database of this drawing that it's not liking me all of a sudden. Delete guides. Now let's turn the roof back on. Make sure I didn't delete anything. Oh, I see what happened. I forgot to raise up the decking. when I raised up the for some reason, oh my god, what in the world? Alright, let's turn that off before I cause any more destruction. Yeah, this house has a snow load. It's in Idaho of 60 or 70 pounds. These wood eye joists will meet that. They're a series 230 series on 16-inch centers. They're 11 7/8, and they got the 2 5/16 top and bottom cord on them. But yeah, they'll actually meet the floor load. Oh, by the way, hey Richard, they'll meet the floor load. The joist the same ones. Yeah. The floor load is less than the roof load on this house, and so we can use basically the same product. And I'm going to fix these. I'm going to fix these tails. We'll use those connectors so we don't have to cut a bird's mouth in them. And I'm going to draw those in 3 dimensions. They're just drawn in 2 dimensions right now. I download those from Simpson. But then I got my little 4-foot wall that's touching. The reason I wanted to go through that detail of the joist now, the eye joist, is no, I don't want to do virus software updates right now. Can't you see I'm logging here? Oh, are you serious? You're gonna ask me again? How did I get premium anyway? So anyway, I wanted to know how tall this wall was going to be, or not how tall it is, where it was in the on the floor plan. And now I know, since I put the actual joist in there, I know how far. Let me turn the roof off because it's bugging me now. I better save this drawing because it's acting weird. And I'm not liable to get a crash any second. But anyway, I wanted to know where that wall was going because I wanted to know how big these bedrooms were going to be. And they turned out to be actually a little bigger than I thought they were going to be. I thought they were going to be under 11 feet, but they're 11 by 12. And so now what we can do is he can use all this. Well, we got to put a bathroom in right here. Any other questions? And so the question's probably going to come up, I mean, I bet he needed another work. What he wanted was, basically a bedroom and a 12 by 12 room. Well, these 2 rooms kind of meet that definition. We could probably just put him a bathroom in right here and pull this back, pull the floor back on this side, and that way his master bedroom can be vaulted. And we would just, the wall, and what you could do is, I don't know where I'm getting all these. I'm glad I saved it because something's acting weird. I don't know why that was reversed face on there. But now there's a choice of putting the wall right here, and you could actually have some storage, 1.5. You could build let's see, 8 foot 1 1/8. Build a wall right here. That came across like this, and then this could get kind of interesting actually, where we had our bathroom. Let's copy some bathroom stuff. Let's copy this floor plan. That's not it. For some reason, I can't get a hold of the floor plan. Let's turn off the floor. Oh, I can't do that. Let's, what have I got that layer in? Floor frame, turn that off. Now I can grab the 2-dimensional floor plan, copy it out here, and I can get the bathroom stuff. I can get me a bathroom layout from it. Or at least steal the stuff. Is that it? Yeah. So probably gonna get this down here on the floor. Make sure I'm on the floor. Sometimes I've done this and I think I'm on the floor and I'm not. So what we'll probably have to do in the bathroom, and I've done this before, is you'll have to have a situation where the bathroom won't be that deep. In other words, if we turn the tub, 5 feet. That way, and then we put it, yeah, this is going to work out. So what we want is to bring it out as far as we can without it being too weird on this bedroom. So if we came out, let's say, what's over here? Not much. Yeah. If we came over, say 6 inches, and then we had our wall 4.5, and we made this part of these walls. We came over at least 8 feet, and I think I can make sure I'm connected. I knew it. I knew when I drew it I wasn't connected to it. I could tell by the way it acted. Yeah, that's the way it should be acting, except that should have been over there. That's 4.5. And we'll go 8 feet. And so what we would want to do is bring the tub out. Okay. To there. And then you would know how tall that would, 5'9". See, that's not bad at all. As a matter of fact, what you could do is make a closet. I didn't think about closets all of a sudden. What we might want to do is put the tub over on this side. If we go all the way to there, are we going to have enough room? See, I was hoping we'd have enough room to get in there, but I don't need. I think what I need to do is bring this over. Two feet 4.5. But what I was trying to do was figure out how this space could be used. If it would be nice to have access to that space. There's not really a lot of room here. Yeah, what I need to do is figure out how to get this. I think I know what to do. We'll rotate the tub. Well, first of all, let me get rid of this and draw a wall. Because one of these rooms ought to have a closet, so you can call it a bedroom if you want to, if you sell the house. And I don't know how many times people tell me, "Well, I'm not going to sell the house." Yeah, you're going to sell it. You need. That's just backward thinking. And that's backward drawing when I don't get it in the right group. You always want to design as if you were going to sell your house. Then if you don't, no big deal. But while you're living in it, you will be living in a better condition. Like you will have the closet that you said you didn't really need. Now you're going to ask me, well, how do I get a door in there? Well, we'll figure that out. Just one step at a time. Grasshopper. We didn't build Rome in a day. So that's going to be my closet. Now, what I'd like to do is figure out how to get this. If I rotate this tub, so these are the kind of things where you kind of have to put the should have figured this out first. Would it be weird to go to have to go into the bathroom to get into that space? That wouldn't be the end of the world, would it? Or we just don't make a space there. So what this amounts to here is this wall comes, let's see. let's just draw this like that for a second. And we won't worry about that for a minute. Because what I'm thinking is you could put your toilet back there and it would make your bathroom seem bigger. But you couldn't put the sink when you're sitting, when you're sitting down out here, when you're standing at the toilet thinking about your business. Where am I? I'm trying to get it on the blue axis. It would be, see, 6 feet tall. It's 6 feet right there. So when you approach the toilet, you're standing up, and as you sit down, you're shorter, right? So you can't. I've actually done this before, and it's not too bad. But the other option is to build this wall back this way a little bit. But I kind of like having the space, and we'll just have to figure this out. But then what happens is the sink. The only thing about the sink is that it has to go out here with the against this wall. And this whole thing's kind of weird. But now how would we, if I could get this, if I could even get this to say 3 inches right there, and I could get in a 2-4, a 28, so that would be a 30-inch opening. Oh man. And then I'd have to have another 3 inches at a minimum. Oh, I think I can do it. I think I can get that in there. As a matter of fact, I might just go ahead and squeeze in the amount of space I want. Well, let's try it this way first. Like that. Really, I guess it would make more sense to turn a toilet. Just put it over here. You're basically going to have about the same amount of headroom. So it's just really wherever they want it. Let's just say that works for, let's just claim that works for now. And then we'd have a door right here. We would want to come out what is that? So that would be, what's that say? Oh, that'd be 21 inches. Oh. 24, 29, 27 inches. Yeah. And then we're going to want at least a 15-inch, 30-inch door for a bathroom. 2.6. $30, 80. There we go. In any event, however we detail the bathroom, that's one way to do it. And so that gives me this opportunity right here, if they want it, where we could squeeze this door. I got my 2630 by 80. Well, let's say you wanted to just run a wall. Let's see, where's our roof line? Let's get rid of some of these guidelines. Let me see if anybody's commenting. No, I bored everybody to death. I killed them again. Killed them with boredom again. But this second floor is turning out to be a major cool zone for me. I love it. I like this, the way this is working out. And this would be right there. That wasn't right. Why is that doing that? This is what I was talking about before, where if you come over to the middle of the toilet and you measure up, that is 5'7". That's not too bad. Not too bad. The other thing that you could do is make this just a 36 inch. This could just be 36. And then you could come over 15, 16 inches. See, and then your toilet would be over more. And at the center of the toilet, now you're talking, 6'2", which is really what you'd want. In case you had a tall boy going there. Tall man or tall girl, whichever. And this wall would just keep going. Well, maybe not. But we do know that the ceiling, well, see, this is where you could, what do we do? Where's my ceiling? Let's turn off our rafters. See, but there's, if you're looking at it inside, if I get in there, let's get out of that edit mode so we can see. If we go in here on the end, and we look back that way, that's pretty cool. It would be a nice space, up here. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Turn off the rafters, and because this is our little ceiling. So what I was trying to do is establish an attic space for possible heat and air use. So I wonder if you'd have, if this was like this, or actually, yeah, you'd have to do something like that. then well, I mean, actually what it would be is you would cut this back to your walls, and your walls would go up. On up to there. But is that right on the end? Let's turn the roof back on. Rafters. Oh, that's right. I was able to raise the these little walls on the end get raised up. I'll fix that later. But for schematic purposes, we'll draw that wall. I'm trying to lock the axis, and for some reason, yeah, there we go. Because what I was thinking is I might be able to squeeze in some duct work. You see, if I turn on my rafters, I might be able to squeeze some duct, yeah, through that little cavity right there that's going to be created from where that wall comes on up. Because this wall can I bring that up now, or do I have to? Yeah, well, because you see there's going to be a little cavity right there. I didn't mean to bring that one up. That one would stay down. Down, boy. See, and I could get a little cylindrical duct through there to feed the bathroom. See. And then all kinds of fancy framing. This would go with this around, and so I'm already on that layer, that group, aren't I? This would have normally gone to there, right? Yeah, but this would go to here. And that's what's missing. Because I need that would come out because I don't want my yeah. So see, that gives me a little attic space. Now, how do I get to it? That's a good question. How do I get to it? Do I have to have a door right here? Or can I get a pull down in there. I'd figure out a way to get up in there. I would figure it out. The other thing you could do, honestly, well, it's gonna take some creative thinking. But this would, and then this wall. These walls are in two different groups. Probably should have made them all in one. This wall would just keep going. It might be easier to bring this up. And then cut this off. So that's not all perfect, but you get the point. The only other thing you could do is put a unit in this over here and blow the air back, into those two rooms like that. So there's options there, I say. And the other thing we can always do is make the roof pitch a little bit steeper, just so we're not so, and that's why I get myself into this real down the rabbit hole of doing too much detail, and then we say, oh, we'll just make it a 12-12 instead of a 10-12. I was trying to start off with like an affordable option, but see now what you've got is the situation where this can go. Let's see, let's just put that back there, and we'll go over 4. And actually what it would be is we push this floor back to there. Where is that? What happened to my wall, man? Yeah. Something. I hate it when this happens. What did I do? Oh, that was a quick fix. Thank you, Jesus. Right, so before I was interrupted, well, what it would be is I would just take this wall and it would go up. Where's that? I know this isn't exactly right, but I'm going to draw it this way for now. Now, I'm just trying to show that you would close that off, and so this would become like a little attic storage or thing. And then in the master, and you wouldn't have to actually, it might be smarter not to try to vault this all the way up, you know. I need to put some doors and stuff in. But you can see that's a very useful, push this back. Well, too many layers deep. Got too many different groups going on. I keep having to move in and out of groups. I'm pretty confident in this layout. I think I like this better. So I can start to put these that looks weird now, but what it is that would just meet up with that wall. That would just be closed off, because if I turn on the roof, you'll see what I mean. Yeah, that. Oh, and I raised up the rafters. That's what keeps haunting me. Is but that means I can take this and this and move it up to where I wanted it. I said I could. Now why won't that go up? There's no reason why that won't go up. I should be able to grab that line and move it up, and it's because it's not letting me stretch it. So I'm gonna have to do the old trickaroo move. Just additive measures. Oops. And this is where I get caught up in minutia. But it's okay. It's what else will I be doing? What else will I be doing? So anyway, you get the point there. And I think Mark and Pam are going to be excited about this, because we turned their 1,500 square foot house into a 2,400 square foot house. Because really, he's got all this bonus space up here. This is bonus space. This is bonus space. I mean, he only wanted 2 rooms and a bathroom. We ended up with like 3.5, 4 rooms up there. I mean, because it's like 900 square feet. If I select that floor and I click on that, 970 square feet. I mean, it's a whole nother house. That's a habitat house. And then all we got to do is work out these little details of how we get heat and air around, which I think would be not too bad, because honestly, this little part of the ceiling doesn't have to be 2x8s, right? I'm showing that thickness there, but really you could get by with 2x6s right there, or even 2x4s on this little part of the ceiling, and it would open that little triangle up to a whole. Well, let's just say we wanted to do let's just say we want to do a 6-inch duct. What is that to there? Come over 6 inches. And why is that doing that? Don't know. That should be a flat. Oh, I see. See how the optical illusions will get you? Now. Holy cow, we got all kinds of room. Wait a minute, is that 6? Let's do 8. Did I do 4 inches? Yeah, we got plenty of room to do an 8-inch duct through there. Yeah, plenty of room. Plenty. And all we have to do is figure out we have to have a weird door on this closet. Now, if you wanted to, if you just wanted to go wild, hog wild, you could put a closet. I wouldn't want to do that. I like this space right here because you could put a little table and chairs right here. You could play board games right here. That's 11 feet by, 8 by 11. It's 9 by 11. You know, that's a nice little area, sitting area. Or just a balcony area to keep, you know, because the original idea was to bring these out, but I think the space is way too big for that. I think it's nice to have this circulation area up here to move around, and it just creates all these extra spaces. And I bored everybody to death. Do we have any questions? Loading bench. Yeah, exactly. And what's funny is he was going to use this 12 by 12 room was something. He said he had some kind of machinery that he I forgot exactly what it is. We'll have to get him online and have him talk to us about it. But he needed some kind of room to set up some kind of little operation. But so now you've got, you could make one, big bedroom here, and then this could be a little workroom, and this could just be open, whatever. So there's lots of options there, a lot of square footage. And then you've got the kitchen here, and then there's going to be, this will be kind of neat because now you could put a table right here and chairs kind of under the stair, or you could put it out here in the middle. And it's designed as a smaller house. It's the whole point was to try to put this house in this footprint because their budget was based on this amount of square footage with the garage in there. All right, so what I'm going to do is, let's turn these layers back on, and the only thing I can do now is kind of figure out the entry, and then there's some decks that go out here. What time is it? Holy cow, it's like 5 o'clock. Oh, it's almost time to make rice and beans, man. Somebody was asking me about my recipe the other day. I need to make a video on it. But I'm going to get in touch with the owner, and I'm going to show this to them because they probably don't want to watch the long, boring video, even though I made it for them. And get them on and show, because he's already seen this part of the floor plan, so we're good. I think the exciting thing for them is going to be to see how much space upstairs. So I'm going to go give him a call. And, well, I might just, no, it's 5 o'clock. Well, it's only 2 o'clock there. Let's see. We'll surprise him. 'Cause, 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 He's like, I'm watching it. I'm not answering the phone. Anyway, guys, I'm going to cut it off here, and I want to get his feedback before I do too much more work. On the next video, probably tomorrow morning, I'm going to be doing the garage and some foundation and floor work over here to put this garage in, and to see where the elevation of our slab's going to be for the garage and all that, and work on all the doors downstairs, which I don't have any doors going on yet down there. And I'll start to put in some cabinetry and all that kind of stuff. But I want to thank everybody for watching. 2200 over there. That's right. You're 6 hours. Or no, that's 7 out. Let's see. So I'm 17. 5 hours. Yeah, I'm 1700. Thanks for watching, Richard. I appreciate it. I do. And if you're still there, be encouraged, and Vanessa, Kitty, and Daniel.